while since you heard that catchphrase, and I doubt you're even going to hear it this time because no one's on right now, I'm sure. But let's get. Okay. Start. Let's get it started in here. I think I didn't click on Banjo-Kazooie. Not that I'd use Banjo-Kazooie on Project 64 anymore, because if you don't know, I have a Mum Plays episode in the workings. Dang, Matt Smith said it. He says he's family friendly. So I certainly think he thinks he can say it. Sorry. One watching. City. Cats and P4. We'll call you P4 because it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Yeah. You don't really get to choose your nicknames, you know. Sucks for that, but whatever. Alright, cool. By the way, this is my first stream, I believe, since I started college. So, not my first video, but hey, I do college at home. I don't do college at home, but like I live with my parents' house, basically. Like the video. I think the one view. Hate how common that word is. Just with my stupid trigger words, you know. Waiting for this cutscene to end. I'm just gonna hit 2 likes. Okay. So I guess someone else is watching. And it's P4. Are you okay with P4? I mean, I thought there was 2. I'll just make sure you're okay with P4 because I don't know, it's just kind of fun because P4 is like gaming related. So is SMP, is like the SMP. It's the Insanity SMP. I don't even know what the gender of the kid with that one is. You know, that's the fun part about life. You know, you don't know much, but you know something. Once you learn more, you know. Anyways, yeah, Luigi won. Probably was doing absolutely nothing anyway. Here what the lineup was. So it's Mario, Luigi, and Donkey Kong 2, 1,000 Koopa Troopas. That'd be cool if you could play as 1,000 Koopa Troopas at a time. You know? Well, please use it as not sue me. Not copyright strike me. Yeah, just like a short snippet. Oops, this is an accident. Just reset. Yeah. I don't know why that's the default. the default should be maybe like change the default so that it starts on Rules Land, but once you first started playing and you know how to play, you go to part for adventure, you know? Mario, okay. Luigi won, so it's the honor of being player 1. Peach came in second, so player 2. Mario, and it's between the two animals, you could say. I mean, they're all technically animals, but like, you know what I mean. Just make sure. Oh, I've got no one in the chat. Okay. So yeah, you guys might still be in class. Yeah, my cousin started class. In fact, I think you wanted. I gave my 0th and my first cousin little stuffed animals they could remember me and the family by. So I gave my male cousin, I'm not going to name names, but I gave him a Jeffrey stuffed animal, Jeffrey the giraffe, and I gave my sister, I gave her a baseball piggy. Baseball pig doesn't make much sense to me. Kind of weird. Anyways, if you don't comment who you'd rather have, Yoshi or DK, I'm just gonna do it for you. Wait like 30 seconds. Just gonna wait. The game's, yeah, this isn't the best emulation, but still, you know, I don't know. Actually, I kind of prefer Nintendo's emulation just because it's a lot. I mean, you can use save states, you know. You can't do that here, you know. Speaking of which, the 20's fit. Remember, there has to be at least a little bit of controversy to actually tell. I'm not feeling too well. I ate a lot of dairy. I hope I'm not becoming lactose intolerant or something. Every meal I had, I ate a little bit of dairy. I don't think that's going to change when I go to my grandparents' house. I just had. I'm not gonna throw up or anything. Anyways, since you're not answering, time to. Oh, that's pretty cool. I thought that was Huggy or that cat one. Catnap. Hold up. Flip. Let's see. Heads is Yoshi. Tails Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is selected. By the way, the penultimate, this is the penultimate, I think it was Tails, so. Yep, it was Tails. I don't think there is a difference between characters, and besides, if it is, it's like an outlier or something. I forget what it's called in the science world, but like it's certainly not like given, you know. Okay. We are going to do no. Oops. Maybe I messed the probabilities a bit there. I'm not too sure. But hey, my new hypothesis is that it's more better to be in the middle. Cause look at this win streak. We got first place and third, and 5 times in a row. That doesn't at least say something about the expected chance of winning. In certain positions, I'm not sure what will. Or this could just be because we don't have items. Items that might favor first or even last, you know? Of course, it's all probability, which is the least predictable form of science. You really don't want to roll with this. Oh no, 6, 7. Save settings, save return. Not sure why it's not the default. Anyways, yeah, I think the reason why it took me over 10 minutes to set this up. That day is not a very productive day. Sometimes the worse my day is, the better these streams are. Speaking of which, my day's been going pretty well, so I guess the stream's gonna be terrible. Also, can you let yourself be known if you're in the comment section? If you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Like the video, share it with your friends, all that jazz. You know, if I even get the chance to hype the video, I don't care. I mean, it's Monday. Probably got all 3 of your hype still available unless you're chronically blind as I was. Oh, Mario. So I wonder if the mini games had something to do with or like the placements. The reason why the placements are so like that is because the mini games are like that. I mean, I'd have to watch I'd either have to compile for every single minigame which character position won, or just like, it's not worth it really. I think I'll just come up with a reasoning. Like claim evidence reasoning. So the claim is that it's better to be in the middle. Evidence is middle wins more often. The reasoning is, how about, it's because you have more time, you don't miss on your last turn by being last, and you don't really miss out on your first turn by being first, you know? So you have first turn really dictates the game. Another dictator. Not saying that. And also, it could change from board to board. These could just be entire boards. What if it's like better in first? It's better to be first in like some games or some boards. They'd rather last on other boards. Also, the fun fact about today's episode number will be, this is kind of a lazy one, but 3 times 3 equals 9. 3. You guys want to know the simplest game to play? I win. What? Just one. That's how you play. Usually just the creator of the game wins. Which just happens to be me. play it with more than one people. It's just more fun to play with only two, because then it's a net neutral in terms of victories. You know? And that one's a pretty hard one to win. You don't have to button mash, but you don't. There's only one button, you know? Brain kind of hurts. I think I've been poisoned. Whether it be by, you know, that old proverb, one man's meat's another man's poison. I ate a bunch of meat, so I mean, very true, because what if one man's a vegan and the other is not? You know, yeah, I'm not a vegan. Far from it. I eat just about every animal product. I don't eat, like, you know, and I'm not going to say what I don't eat, because I don't want to break YouTube's terms of service, you know? I'll just say it's, something that comes from a bowl that looks like milk. I'm not going to say it.
Ready?
I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to use that innuendo, you know? It's always kind of fun to watch. Fun to play, too. It's just weird that only one person that everyone wins. There's two games like that. We thought there was like a cooperative mode in this game, and I think they were trying for a cooperative mode, but like it certainly doesn't seem like it. They're all kind of struggling. They're in the back of the line, but DK is kind of covered. So I love how they say DK in this game. This is before .com, but I believe it was after the TV show. No, the TV show. Again, DK, the abbreviated DK probably is as far back as Donkey Kong. But if we were to place it on a singular moment in time, it would be like the DK tag barrels. You know? Said that a while ago. Actually, Alice had one. Hey, wait a minute. She's still gonna have enough to buy it. That's good. Also, this board is obviously the most like Monopoly board, because you can own properties and take stuff from people with those properties. However, you can't really use it more than once. There is actually a game, I believe it's called Party Street or Street Party or something. Yeah. But it's like you play Monopoly within yeah. Should stick to water. And you play Monopoly in it's like Street Fighter meets Monopoly or something. Not Street Fighter. Final Fantasy meets Monopoly. And Mario Party. It's like born from three-way. I don't want to think about that right now. Just my dice collection. Anyways, a lot of thoughts about this board. It's very linear. Probably one of the best early linear boards. A lot of the Mario Party 4 boards are pretty linear. Actually, so all the coins. Pretty good for DK. Not good for Mario, though. Imagine being in last place with 0 stars and 0 coins. You don't even get something that turn. That sucks. And at the very least, if you lose a 1v2 or 2v1, or sorry, if you lose a 1v3, you don't lose any coins. You know? So that would be a good time to get Tug of War. You know, Tug of War is one of the worst mini games of all time. Given that you have to harm yourself to win it. CPUs cheat on the button matching and stick rotating minigames. However, I cheat back with this turbo control. All you gotta do is press the button, press the star, press the button. I'm not gonna show you because you have epilepsy, but like it matches like flashes and hits light right here. It's a very good controller, don't get me wrong. No. Oh wait, how did I not lose that? Also, speaking of keep away, I can't talk keep away by the way, but when I was a kid, there were these bullies who played this game called Keep Away with me and this other kid. And yeah, I was short. Yeah, that's before I got my growth spurt. And I basically always check I was short, and basically I started bullying them back. You know, it's like hurt people. That's attention for that, but they deserved it, in my opinion. Taught them a lesson about picking on someone in size, you know. That's what they say in the cartoons all the time. Never do they actually learn anything from those songs. Hey, pick on someone your own size. Why do they? You know it's not gonna make the bully stop. You know? Shame, man. I'm doing them to make myself feel a little bad. No. Anyway, here's a pretty cool coin. Gemini. About $6, I think. It's more of a collector's item. I put that right next to my great-grandmother's picture. Passed away pretty recently, this year, in fact. And I just keep it there. That way I can remember that we're kind of Gemini twins. We were born on the same day. It's not different years. That's pretty cool. How are they so bad at this? Wait, hold up. Let me just make sure that everyone's on hard CPU difficulty. There's no way that they'd slip up that many times. Like when you're playing with them, they're always gonna win for you. You know? But when you're playing against them, sometimes they slip up. I even checked. Yeah, maybe they're not that much better on hard difficulty. And again, every roll is predetermined before I think each minigame is ended or something. Or after each minigame ends, fun fact. And here's me with my old glasses on, because I think they're my old glasses. I found them on the counter, and yeah, I think there's no interruptions. I mean, Louise, I'll just say her name, she's fine with it. Louise basically called me once during streaming. You may remember it if you watched most, if not some of my streams. But like, anyways, I feel like my streams are a lot better when I'm down because I'm more down to stream because it's kind of like a therapy session where you don't really take any advice, you just talk. And I mean, if you do that, but you don't say any curse words, you can make live streaming like a therapy. It's free too. All you need is a computer. And oh man, it's crazy to think that Louise lives with more money. I'm sorry, she probably has an equal budget to that of just my therapy alone. You know, if not less. You know, I've been telling her she can work at like minimum wage. She can get a dog sitter for cheap. Sorry for name dropping you and telling people you have a dog if you're watching this. But it's true. I mean, most people can't survive off of minimum wage. That's because they have so many bills and like, honestly, they have video games and they gotta like, even then, $500 a month. $500 a month is not a lot. I mean, for therapy, it's pretty average. For a person, not a lot. It means you could live off of only one Monopoly thing a month. You know?
Finish!
These CPUs are kind of dumb. I don't know who was playing that one, but Luigi's the richest. But Mario Star is like infinite coins. Star is 1,000 coins. Say a picture's worth 1,000 words, or a star worth 1,000 coins. And there goes her 1,000 words. Second place from her. Sometimes late game, if you don't have a lot of coins, but you might lose by a lot, you might want to roll small. You know, like poison yourself if you could. Problem is there's no poison free to get rid of the first dice block in this game. Only not rolling because of that one space. So the thing is, I had a weird dream about its Pat the other night. Not sure what happened, but like I think they were like in the house with me. They were doing their old Pat jokes, like about gender and whatnot. But like, it was so weird. It was like not like modern day. Julius Sweeney or whatever doing its Pat. It was like just a regular like coin, not like a one. Actually, I'm wrong. Okay, it's the only thing I trust. Anyways, the dream was like it felt so real, you know? It's hard to know when I don't remember any of the gender jokes. All because I was thinking about its Pat. I'm thinking my theory about dreams is that you sent to an alternative universe and it's very similar to ours. At least the week we got something. Yeah. See, that's not my least favorite minigame of the bunch. At least you do something other than like just rotate the stick, but I feel like it would work better if you just mashed the button. Another thing is, it's kind of hard to gauge where everything's gonna be. You could line it up with the other people's odds, rods aren't always going to be out, you know? That could be a joke when it's that rod, like they're going fishing, you know? When I see your rod, and then, yeah, well, sure! And then they just pull out like a fishing rod. I love gender jokes. They're funnier than gay jokes. You know? I think the whole thing about Pat is supposed to be oblivious to all the people trying to find out that they're, you know? Then again, the movie kind of contradicts that, you know? It's probably why the movie sucks so much, that because I'm gonna keep it. I mean, that's the thing. You don't have to like a certain gender to look at Peach. Yeah, that was a butt joke. Not the best innuendo. Finish. I'm better at out your window. I punched the fish so hard it went out your window. I mean, could genuinely like one punch man if I just lost some weight and started exercising, you know? That would be fun for a little while. You'd be so bored after like 10 fights, you know? So you get 10 days of tennis rolled. I find it interesting that Mario Party only numbered up to the 10s. It's like there's 10-sided dice in every Mario Party game up to 9 and 10. There was never an 8-sided dice. Yeah, that would have been cool. I've been talking about all the bodily functions. It's not. I'll just get your bingo sheet out and see how many jokes I make about those things. You know, a dirty bingo. I'm glad my mom's not watching me. 455. You know what 455. If you know, you know. So my area code is 455. I have to look that up. That would be really funny. It's like some place well known for bad smells. Also beautiful looks. Like New Jersey. Oh, Mario won. Everyone else won. By this logic, it's not the person who first. It's actually the person who got over 90 or 85 or whatever. It's pretty cool. I mean, it means that there are gonna be multiple winners. That's something I like about this game. People often talk about how cool this game is in terms of Bowser spaces, mini games, etc. But like, the thing is like, you can lose. Oops. You can. There are gonna be multiple winners in multiple mini games. There are some mini games if there's more than one winner, like bumper balls or whatever, you lose. You know, but there's often more than one winner, and each game. Oh, the cash dash. And that's like punishment enough landing on a red space. Why do you need to like add insult to injury by just shouldn't it be adding injury to insult? You know, it's like it feels like the second thing's always worse than the first thing. You know, like say, oh my car broke down and my cat died. You know, that insult to injury. You know, it's usually in the rule of three. It's start off strong, keep going stronger, and you end weak. Whoa. That was a total loss for Peach. Peach lost everything. She doesn't even have a coin to her name or a star. That's what it takes. This game punishes often. Punish greed, that's for sure. I think losing a game with 0 stars is near impossible, but I'm sure it has happened to at least one person. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened to hundreds, you know? If not thousands, because of how many people have played this game. You know? Sometimes you don't want Toad, like if you're gonna overshoot the star without paying. Everyone's in the 1-star club. Honestly, it's more satisfying to be in the 1-star club than the million club. You know? But again, it's easier to lose a star than a million. Unless you scammed or you won best right, you know? Kinda like what happened to Dobbs in Max Keebler's Big Move. He's one of the antagonists, you know, one of the villains. He was kind of represented greed, you know.
Ready?
So this game was easy even on like easy even on keyboard. All you had to do was let those buttons. It's probably even easier without a keyboard. So it's fun because you never know where you are in position every minute. So one of the Peach is not gonna win this, but it'll be fun to see Peach at least make it on the podium. I mean, everyone except for one person makes it on the podium. I at least want to see Peach again on her ultimate finale, you know? That's probably not gonna happen. And also, the thing I like about this, these are so therapeutic that I don't even mind being mind-numbed. It's so mind-numbing that it doesn't even feel therapeutic. You know? It's the eternal paradox of streaming. I used to always have fun streaming, and at some points, I just streamed when I was sat down. My PCA just told me to start streaming, so I might as well follow his order. That one viewer better say something. Unless that's me. So speaking about live streaming, my church now does the cry room as a live stream. I feel like personally every church should have a cry room, unless they have like no babies allowed sign. It would be kind of ageist, but still. There needs to always be a cry room.
Finish!
You know? So what I like about this board is that it can be very short, or it can also be very long. You know? If has probably the most cutscenes out of any board in this game. That's saying something, you know? But, like, the cutscenes, they can be skipped, I think. Wow, everybody's at the 2-2. It's pretty cool. I would love to see some more 60s Batman. My favorite era. How little they took themselves seriously. You know, went right over it. That's good. You also went right under it. Also, I love how the picture uses forced perspective. Like this cake uses forced perspective to make you feel like you really are like on the board. You know. Another thing is, I don't think that I don't like. I just think that some people, I feel like, yeah, Mario Party, all of them. That's the best bowling thing I've ever seen. It's on the strike. Strike should just be 20 coins automatic, you know. But you don't even get the full satisfying picture because DK only had 2. Doesn't feel like falling to the leaves till we die. I wonder why the leaves die. My mom told me it's because the leaves freeze or something. But I don't know. I don't know if the roots freeze. Mario was the only odd one out. Piranha's Pursuit. It'd be kind of cool if there was a 1v2 minigame, you know? Like super unbalanced. Like, it would be fun. Maybe like 1v1 for like, let's say it was a, let's say you had to, for the 1-and-1, you were on like a maze, and you had both the flashlight and a net. And for the, I know I'm taking inspiration from the game, but multiple hours of it, and probably better than I was Mario Party 10 games. It's probably the worst game I ever played. I hate it more than Animal Crossing and Evil West. And again, I don't really hate Animal Crossing or Evil West. It was a terrible game, don't get me wrong, but in terms of, also I never realized it came from the people in the clouds. I thought it just came from the front playing getting defeated. Because my eyes were never really that good. Oh my goodness, Mario is such a capitalist. Holy. His friend's stupid around, but it's like the most G-rated insult I know. So, that K up for Peach. I mean, it'd be cool if she pulled it off, but I doubt it. It's even the point of Quidditch if the whole point is to just get the golden snitch, you know? It'd be a fun VR game, don't get me wrong. Especially if, like, you were actually riding on brooms. You know, like Harry Potter or whatever. Oh my goodness. You can't even get the... Wait, I forgot. Last few turns, the Koopa always gets that's one. Like all winnings of minigame winnings, and I guess solo player minigame winnings are doubled. Everyone was grinding coins. I'm sure Mario was probably passing it to Akiba just so he could not have everyone else gain. Ultra capitalist or whatever. And Mario's supposed to be the greedy one, you know? Mario's supposed to be the capitalist one. This definitely has the most cutscenes at any level. Even if you only count each time you visit something a cutscene, like each type of space a cutscene. Yeah, this seems like another zero win. I mean, a lot of my siblings and cousins gave the video good reactions, but they're not here, so. I'm not gonna force them to be here. It's just, be part of a team. So I am team. So even though this game is pretty fast, and I'm slowing down. It's like, I started it exactly at 1:30, 12:30. I don't know what time it is for you, but I started at 30, and it's already about an hour and a quarter after, but that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Ooh, that's pretty good, Luigi won. So that game could also be a full-on team minigames. Like, I'd like the Koopa Troop be the villains or whatever. You know, like a four-player co-op. You idiot. How would you plant that in the last 3 turns? I mean, it could turn a profit, don't get me wrong, but chances of that happening are pretty slim to none. See, Luigi already won. That's what happens when you're a capitalist. The bigger they are, the heavier they fall. Speaking of which, you were talking about Nikocado Avocado's downfall and how massive it was. No pun intended. You know, oh my goodness, it worked. Yes, I'm the idiot. Same turn you planted, the same turn you get it. Oh, and that means it's a complete mystery what team everyone's gonna be on. Somehow it ends up being a 4-player game. Maybe you're more likely to get a blue. Or maybe it is just truly 50-50 and it's something like 1 in 16 or 1 in 8 that people would end up on the same team, or rather.
Ready? Go!
I wouldn't do that while people are watching. You know? I kind of realized this really if Simon doesn't say not to do something, you have to do it. Simon, don't pat your head. If Simon says stop patting your head.
Go!
You know, it's pretty funny. Go! If you're ever playing Simon Says and you end up being Simon, just I don't know why it was always Simon Says. thing is my mom remembers me playing Simon Says with when Simon was born. We played Simon Says. You know, nice name.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. You think you can't lose a star in this game from Bowser's face? Wait, what?
No!
You can? Oh, I never knew that. So, you basically just ruined a star. You wasted a star. You wasted a star. Something. So stupid. You're so stupid. I know I keep saying stupid a lot, but stupid ain't a slur, nor is it a curse word. I can say as much as I want. At least in terms of YouTube. I don't think you can name your video stupid. But like, who's stopping you? You know? You wanna make a stupid Chipmunks video or something. Stupid Mario Bros. You know? Like, that's what SMG made. So a good name for SMG4, or sorry, a good name for P4 would be SMLG4. You know, like Major League Gaming. If you make dank videos, that'll work. You know. I can't believe you fumbled the bag. That was cold. You're still kind of fumbling the bag. At half off a star, and you were the one selling it. That's so rare. Okay. Glad people at least won that. You know. Last turn. Also, you want to see my favorite image on the internet? I'll show it right after this game. It might be a new tradition to like do something completely unrelated at the end of the stream. Just to keep people guessing, you know? Started with last stream, but and Luigi, I was not expecting Luigi to win, especially since he came in last and but actually, who said L is for loser? If M is backwards Mario, or Luigi's not a genius, Mario's not a loser, he wasn't supposed to be a loser. A loser is such a childish insult, you know? It's like something Trump would say, you know? Like, you wouldn't expect an intelligent person to actually say, hey, you're a loser, you know? They'd probably use a different ad hominem, you know? It's just a fancy way of saying an insult. Can't believe she found the star. She needed to give it to someone. Well, rules is rules. Rules are rules, you know? Rules are rules. Rules are rules. So, unless if she can pull off a bonus star, unless she gets every bonus star, wins this game, and gets 2 without DK getting 1, she's not gonna win. Let me just come up with a pad mule.
Finish!
Or pad male. If yeah. Mailing, yeah, period. Pad mail. Pad mule. I don't care. Pad mule, pad mail, whatever. It sucks for Peach. It'd be cool if there was like a different animation for how much you're sucking. You know, if you like in second place, it's like, well, there goes Peach's turn. Mario had more stars. Oh, Mario wins. It is his party after all. So, let's go. Oh, Luigi. Okay. So in this order, it's Peach, DK, Luigi, Mario, if I've been paying attention correctly. That's interesting. One star's really interesting. Like they didn't sway it into Peach's favor. Dead last. Let's see. Pal Mal? Pal. Yeah, Mal is French for bad. Kind of weird that there's a this character named literally Bad, which is probably one of the most moral characters from the whole thing. Somehow, I mean, I guess it's trying to like show how different the parents. Koopa predicted 4th place twice in a row. Let's get this.
I got it!
Pal Mal. Your Pal Mal.
Yippee!
Let's see.
Oh no!
Pal Mal. So, it was DK then Luigi. No, Luigi then DK. So, Palmad. Palmad. It sounds like a. Hold up. So the Mario Brothers came in first and then second. And the villain, like Princess Peach and DK came in last. I'm gonna look up. Anyways, Mario won, followed by standings. It's really good to be in third. It's almost equal to be second, but let's get off of this. Anyways, everyone, that's enough for now. See you later. Wow, can't believe you just caught the end of the stream. Whoever you are. I don't know who you are, so I'm just using the generic you. Anyways, that's enough. See ya. Bye.